Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about law of sines. Now this is a very important law and it applies to any kind of triangle, right angle triangle, acute, obtuse, any type of triangle. The law of sines is very useful. Now the basic idea about law of sines is that your triangle needs to be arranged in this way. Like if this angle is A, this is B, and that is C, then the sides have to be labeled in a certain way. Like the angle A and the side A will be opposite to each other. Side A, which is written with a small letter A, is opposite to angle A. Similarly, side B is opposite to angle B, and side C is right opposite to angle C. So any triangle, if it is labeled in such a way, then only the law of sines is applicable on this this situation. So the law of sines is just this. So this triangle, as you can see, has been labeled in the similar way, with sides A being opposite to angle A, and so on. And if your triangle is labeled in this way, then only the law of sines, which is right here, can be applied. So the law of sines states that A over sine A is equal to B over sine B and C over sine C. Now I'm going to show you an example or two on how we can apply the law of sines to figure out a missing side. Now here we have a question here. Number 1 says find AC. Well, now let us try and label this triangle in that format. So the side AC is opposite to angle B. So let's label this as small letter B. So let's call this side B. And now if we try and write down the sine rule, it's going to be B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. All right, so B is the missing side. We don't know, we're trying to find. And then sine B. So the angle B is 22. So we write sine 22 here. And that equals to C. Now which one's C? C happens to be the side that is opposite to angle C. Now angle C is this, and so this side is opposite to angle C, so that must be small letter C. So it will be 24 over sine C. Now the angle C is not mentioned, but we can easily figure out what angle C is going to be because we know the other two angles. So angle C will be 180 degree, take away the other two angles, and that gives us 40. So angle C is 40 degrees. All right, so we can write 24 over sine 40 degrees. And now we can get to the side B by cross multiplication. So let us cross multiply. So that will be B times sine 40, and that equals to 24 times sine 22 degrees. Well, so now to find B, we can divide both sides by sine 40. So that means 24 times sine 22 degrees. We have to divide that by sine 40. And so what would that be? Now if you do that on your calculator, B will be equal to 13.98, and we have been asked to round our answers to the nearest tenth. So that means B must be 14. All right. Now let's move on and take a look at the second question. So let me just erase all this first. And we'll take a look at how to figure out the missing side for number 2. All right, so first we need to label very nicely. So the angle C is 53 degrees, so this must be side C, and we have 44 degrees, and so 7 must be side B. That must be 7. Right, so let's try to apply the sine rule. So C over sine C. Let's start with that. C over sine 53 degrees will be equal to B over sine B. And our B is 7 over sine 44 degrees. So now again we can cross multiply, and that will give us C times sine 44 is equal to 7 times sine 53. And so if we need to find C, now we need to divide both sides by sine 44 degrees. So this divided by sine 44 degrees. And using our calculator, C happens to be 8.04, and to the nearest tenth that would be just 8.0 or 8. I hope this video helped you to understand the law of sines. If you have any questions or any confusion, please do comment and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Have a nice day, guys. Bye-bye.